Today we on WGG podcast, and today we have our relationship manager who became one of the winners on MENA Awards 2024. Today is our guest is Alona. So hi Alona, thank you for participating today.
So Anna, thank you for having me here today. I'm actually really happy to came to the studio today and ready to answer all the questions.
Okay, going ahead. So yeah, and as we discussed before and previously, we want to share a lot of information, share our internal insights about your case, because the case is really significant. Yeah, very great job. So just it's doctor's diet.
Yeah.
It's a doctor's diet, so just where you and your team just gain a huge amount of new customers and just earned more than $1 million, right, for a client.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Just first of all, yeah, that's very great job. So just I'm applauding.
Yeah, for me and for all my team, because I'm not the only one. It's said that I'm only one today here because I think the priority of the work, big amount of the work done by them, and also big applause for them for their results.
Yeah, for sure. So let's just briefly tell us about the project, about the company itself, and what the niche, what the sphere it was.
Okay, so actually Dr. Diets is amazing, let's say, company. They are helping clients to lose weight with the help of the, let's say, DNA test. So they're making a DNA test for the client. They understand which products you can eat, what's better to refuse and not eat at all. And according to this information, they're providing what you have to eat, what's better avoid. And that's how people lose weight in a more healthy way. And that's actually what they're providing, not only here, but in different countries.
So, and it's I'm leaving a request and they are sending me this DNA test by mail itself, right? So just, and I'm getting it. So just like a shipping,
so
right?
I can't tell that it's just the product that you can buy and that's all, because in the end, all the information, all this description, it's made by a specialist. Yes, and so the process going that you, of course, send request, they're going through your requests, which amount of weight you need to lose, what you're eating, what's your habit of the eating right now. And then they're providing you description, which package you need to have. Start better with losing 5 kg or higher, bigger amount. And then, yes, you make DNA test, you have all the information about you, they prepare a description about your food, and voila.
At the very beginning, so just you started your work. So what was the point A? So just what your project, your client had at the very beginning when they came to you?
Okay, so when we actually, on our first meeting, we understood that it's not just the, the new client on the market who just started the company and they have the product, but they didn't have anything more. No, they had already, when they came to us, they already have processes, they already have clinics with whom they work, they already have doctors, they had everything. The main goal was actually to increase the amount of the client. Yes, because we are not targeting only UAE, not targeting only Saudi Arabia, targeting GCC with a big amount of the countries. And we have to increase the amount of the clients in general. So that was the main request at the start of the first meeting.
Okay, and when you started, just which social media platforms, which tools did you choose at the very beginning, or you just agreed with the client and client just said that, okay, I need this one and that would be perfect?
So actually, again, going back, that client already previously tested some hypotheses, and when they came to us, they already tell their main request. We wanted to launch campaigns in social media, and specifically Facebook and Instagram. Yes, so because they already had statistic, and I can say the main process of communication with the client is actually already going through Instagram DM. So the process of the first interaction, let's say like this. And that's why we chose actually and continue to work priority on this platform.
Okay, just Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so yeah, significant result only from Facebook and Instagram. So just, I still, yeah, very impressed, very impressed. When you started with the Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns, so what exact funnel did you choose, like marketing funnel, I mean, and why?
So, as I mentioned before, that all the process, all the communication in the first stage is going through DM in Instagram. And that's why, let's say, transferring people to the DM, it was the main funnel. So, how it actually works. On the first stage, we chose big amount of reviews that client provide to us. They have big amount of reviews, by the way, with the really significant results in their Insta. And we chose them as the advertising banners. So next stage for the client, after they seen this banner, they were transferred to the DM to send the request. So this is like really short funnel, I can say, but really effective for us because like big amount of people think that to have amazing results, you need to have a really complicated funnel with a big amount of steps, etc. But if you won't test, you won't understand the real results. So here we are, we can see that even the short funnel works really well for the client. And it's like engage audience really well. We're seeing the really good conversion. We're seeing really easy way to communicate with the client, to send application on all the stages. So that's why we actually started and then continue for all these like 2 years using this funnel as the main one.
Okay, so, and the medicine itself, so just because we can consider it like a medicine niche, right? Medical and so on. So it's a very sensitive niche in the Facebook and Instagram. So just have you faced with any real like technical issues? Because I'm sure that you were.
Yeah, like this situation when you launch 10 campaigns, there's like 2 ad sets and 3 banners inside in each, and then everything blocked. Yeah, we had this situation.
So because of
not
medicine,
once, not twice, etc. Just because medicine, and not because it was the problem with actually like some review, etc. Because we had situation when the same banner in different campaigns for different countries. In one country it blocked, in other countries continued to work, and it's just about the processes that's inside Meta, inside like Facebook ad account. That's okay. It was restricted. You relaunch. It was restricted, you relaunch, relaunch again and again and again and again. Yeah, so this is the main solution that we had at the time because, yeah, sometimes Facebook block. Do we need to do something? Yes, we need to relaunch and continue work without any stoppages as fast as we can. So
okay, so this is the solution. So just as far as Facebook very sensitive to these like fields, it's just the only one way to like adjust, to make some edits and work on it and continue to work on it, right? So or you have some tricks or something like this.
I can say, like in general, of course, there is some restriction that Meta already provide information. Yes, that you already, when you're preparing banner, when you're choosing this review, etc., you already can understand. Okay, this one won't be approved and won't be going through moderation of the Facebook. So that's why you didn't choose this review, and you didn't add this text to advertising banner when you prepare it. Because like, okay, so we're working in this field already for a long time, and we already know all these moments. We can predict it in advance and do not include it in the banner. Some of the things you can't avoid. Yes, if you need to like describe information that this person lose 50 kg, you add this information. But Facebook couldn't like think that you're lying and this is a wrong information, that it's impossible to lose such a big amount of weight, but it's possible. It's a real review. So that's why here is like the problem that Facebook sometimes think that our results is not true. So
okay, this is the issues that you faced.
Yeah, Facebook didn't believe in us.
Okay, so let's come back to the case. So, and when you started get first results, I mean, just in numbers and in sales.
So we had a plan to start campaigns in the first 5 countries, like UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, etc. And on the first phase, in the first month, we launched only for 3 countries, like UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain, as just to start to get first statistic, to understand like cost per lead, to understand request, how it works, which banners, like which reviews works the most effective way. And in the first month, we launched these campaigns. We already started to receive first leads. We already started to receive even the first clients because we have like really big budgets. We have opportunity to spend a lot and get a lot.
So, and test as many as you can.
Yeah, because like we have
as much as you can.
Yeah. So when you have like, for example, 100 reviews, you have a big amount of information and big amount of possibilities to test, to try. And of course, different reviews giving different results. So we tested in the first 3 countries, and then we continue to increase country by country. And of course, increase general amount of requests.
And just from country to country, you increase the advertising budget.
Of course.
The advertising budget is one of the crucial things that affected on general results.
So I can say that the main plan was in the start, like spend $100 each day per country. So that was the main plan at the start. But so I can say that this spendings we continue to follow during all these 2 years. Yes, of course, we changed them because we're on the market. Yes, we have summer, we have holidays, etc. That's actually influence on possibilities to get requests. So that's why, of course, we have some of the month we decrease the budget, some of the month we increase the budget. Sometimes we change the different like separation of the budget between countries as well. Yes, but everything already going accordingly to the metrics. You know, like when you start campaign, firstly you test, then you check the numbers and you optimize campaign. You distribute the budget, you choose the banners, etc. according to the numbers, not because you like decided to do something.
Okay, as you said, for successful case, you need just to make a plan, so make a predictions and rely only on statistics. So and make some decisions to turn off campaign, to increase or decrease budget only according to your plan, or only according to statistics. So and not to be in a rush, right? So and make some emotional decisions that nothing works, or let's spend all the budget here, and here. So it's very nice. So if we're talking about end-to-end analytics, did you have something? So did you analyze, and was it helpful?
We have our own system to control the results and to understand which country now most work in the better way, the most effective country. So first part is like weekly reports when we actually control the cost per lead. We actually have some, let's say, metrics that show us, is it like good cost per lead or not? For example, at the start of the work, we have like $1.5 is the maximum cost per lead for UAE. And for Saudi Arabia, it was $1.1 for Saudi Arabia. For, let's say, other countries, we have also some metrics that we can control. If you understand that cost per lead started to be, like, let's say, 2.5, firstly, it looks like no problem. Okay, no, it's a big problem. When you're already spending like big amount of budget, these differences is actually you're losing big amount of clients and big amount of effectivity. So on a weekly basis, I can say on a daily basis and on a weekly basis, we control firstly this number. Then second step, we actually had a spreadsheet that clients provide to us when there is information about big amount of the clients per day, per country that they receive. So we actually can check, for example, 23rd of February 2024, we have information in our ad account, how much spend and how much request we get for each country. And we have spreadsheet when we have information for the same day and for each countries, which amount of clients they get. And we can understand, okay, you have 100 requests, you have 10 clients. You spend at 1,000 dirham, you spend at 100 dirham. You can calculate like everything. Like from the start till the end. This is the analytics that we use, and this is how we analyze the results.
Okay, good. So, and did you imagine at the very beginning that you will gain such a successful results?
Well, when we actually started to work, I can say, yes, I had this prediction just because this is a really good product, I can see. We had at the start discussed really good budgets and really good strategy about the preparation from the client side, the process of communication. They also provide a lot. So that's why, like all these points, they are like calculated together in my head that we will have a really good result. Then when I already have this like proofs, yes, I have the statistic, I calculate the cost per lead, cost per like client. I understood that this is a really good result, but it's not like the end. Yes, you can have a really amazing results in the first month, and big amount of people think that, okay, it's good. Now you just need to stop and then Facebook will continue to work for you. No. So this is when you work with advertising, specifically like in Meta, everything could be changed in not even one day, in 1 hour. You could have cost per lead $1. 2 hours later, you have $3. Why? Because
Because of Facebook.
Because of the big amount of factors that influence frequency, CPM, like different metrics that actually influence your cost per lead. And if you didn't control it, if you didn't fix it, you won't have a really good results. So, like everything what we discussed is actually combined like for main plan what you need to do to get this results. You need to know your metrics. You need to have a good process of communication with the client, and you need to know to have a good team actually who will control everything and who will work with you, who will help with you. So I think that in these projects and all these results, we get together as the team, as the client, as the product, as the advertising budgets, as the Facebook as well, even if with their restrictions and blockers. So even with them. So that was a really good choice for us to use this platform. And I'm happy that we actually get these results.
Okay, perfect. So, and by your opinion, so what should have any company or like small or middle company with a very small average check at the very beginning, because as your client, for example, so what does company have to be successful? What the strategy, how it should look like?
Well, first part, you need to understand your business. You need to understand how client came to you, how much they pay and what they need at the start, and how much they can pay to you in the future. Because this is the key point here. I can came to the shop and buy, milk for 20 dirham. Okay, but I will continue to go to this shop again and again and again. Yes, so the actual value that I give into the shop in the first day, it would be only 20 dirham, but I will daily go there after work and buy again and again and again. So if this company like attract me as a client, they will get more than price per first purchase. So this is the same situation. If your company have certain, like let's say some service with a really small check, let's say 400 dirham. Think about the packages. Think about how people will buy in the future. Maybe provide this possibility to them with some discounted price, etc. And you will have this, let's say, LTV for a client that will continue to work with you, will continue to buy from you. And that's how you actually will get the result.
Like client forever.
Yeah, client forever, because of course, if you have only one product, let's say for 300 dirham, 400 dirham, and you didn't have other services that you can provide, or your product is only for one-time buyer. So it would be quite different and quite different strategy, like some specific moments.
Okay, so, and I think my last questions for today is like your personal top of tools, of digital marketing tools for small and middle businesses. What do you think?
I hate the question.
Why?
I really hate this question because all the businesses are really unique. Yes, you can tell that, you have 10 real estate agencies, and okay, you can use the same strategy, the same banners, ad campaign, etc. for everyone. No, they all have different unique points, partly different services, different products, different, let's say, agents, different processes of communication. Accordingly to this, you actually change the way how to launch the campaigns. So that's why I can't tell for 100% the answer for this question. I can tell that my top for my clients is, let's say, first social media, Instagram and Facebook. 100% you need it. And I can tell that advertising together with the social media creation, so like content creation, because it works together really good. Then as a second, Google Ads, because when we're speaking about Google Ads, it's giving you some different type of the audience and different type of the clients. And in the future, it will work together with the Meta as well, really good, like a retargeting part, etc. So like a combo, it's really good. I can say this too is the main one. Like let's say funnels, channels that you need to think about if you started your business and if you started advertising.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, for sharing your insights. That's it.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to answer all this question, and I hope that my answer will be helpful for someone.
Yes, I think, of course.